Lovely. So we'll get ourselves warmed up. Again, little arms and back workout today on the chair. We'll do some stretching as well and some floor work. So just going to get ourselves nice and warm. So sitting up tall, thinking of your posture. So ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. So I'm not leaning on the back of my chair. Can't see it. I'm just sitting forward a bit so that I'm supporting myself. Don't lean on your chair. Okay, let's breathe in, arms up and out. So just going to get these shoulders a little bit warm before we start. One more. Lovely. Roll the shoulders. Can't work this stupid watch. Hands on the shoulders, bigger circles. And then can we do full circles? Then let's come back to shoulder rolls forward. Really try and get a big range of motion. All the way up to the ears, all the way back. And hands on shoulders. And then full circles forwards. Squeezing that tummy in as well, so you're supporting yourself sat on that chair. Lovely. Let's circle the wrists. A little bit of work on the wrist today, not too much, but let's get them warm anyway. And it's good to have a stretch and change direction. We'll do a few exercises as well, a few little stretches that you can do, especially if you're working from home, sat in a chair. Just a good little way of stretching. Hands together, figure of 8. Let's stretch and wave. Can we go the other way? Lovely. Stretch. And reverse. And stretch. Reverse. Let's take those arms up. Shrug, shoulders. And down. And then let's have an upper back stretch. Push the hands to knees. Separate those shoulders. Chin down. Lovely. And release. We seem to have lost Amy. What happened? Okay. So we are going to start with our weights. So again, they are optional if you don't want them. But again, just to show that we are sat on the front of the chair so that we're nice and straight. So we're not using the chair for support. Not at this stage. Oh, she's back. Lost you for a moment there. Right, so we are going to take the arms and they are going to go up to a V shape and then pull down to a W. Nice and easy. Up to a V shape, your palms are facing each other, down to a W. So when we take the arms up, squeeze the tummy, pull up tall, and don't lock out those arms. And on the way down, squeeze those elbows down so we're creating resistance. And down. Breathe in, breathe out. And think of that tummy squeezing when you pull down, so we're working the body, working the core. Lovely. Let's do another 8. Lovely, nice. We've got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Just rest those weights, give the shoulders a little shake. We're going to do some bicep curls, but bicep curls out to the side. So we're coming into the shoulder and opening out. Same thing, don't let the arms lock. Keep the shoulders down, bring it in, out. We're going to add on to this. So with bicep curl, open, take it up to the top, my arms are soft, and then back out. Bicep curl, open, squeeze together, and down. So we're getting a bicep curl, and working the shoulders as well. Lovely. Again, pull up tall, squeeze the tummy, lengthen the neck, tuck in the chin. Think that back being nice and lengthened as if you're sat up really straight. Let's do 8 more. 3, 4 more. Oh, I can feel it in these shoulders starting to burn. Last 2. Keep that tummy squeezed. 1 more. Oh, release for a moment. Just a little bit of a posture check for your feet as well. Try and have them hip width apart and your knees sort of in line with your hips as well. Nice 90-degree angle so you're not sat on a really high chair or a low stool. Next one we're going to do is just have the arms in this position and we're just going to punch them forward and back. So on the way back, I'm really drawing that elbow back. So we're working our back a little bit here as well. So reach and pull. Reach and pull. We can stay with singles. In a moment I'm going to take it to double, but it's optional. You can stay with singles if you want. What we want to try not to do is overreach, otherwise I just reach and pull back. Very controlled, your shoulders are backing down, squeezing the tummy in. 8 more singles, then we go to doubles or stay with singles. And breathing. Squeeze that tummy. On that out there. Okay, I'm going to go for doubles. Reach, pull back, reach. Again, don't lock those arms out. Stay up nice and tall. Your body will want to lean back, but we're going to stay up. If you really need the support, you could lean on the chair, but we want to try not to at the moment. We're going to do that a bit later. 4 more. 3. And 2. And 1. Lovely stuff. Relax. Have a little roll of the shoulders. Next one we're going to do is full arm circles. So have your palms facing your body and then slowly just making sure you're not going to hit the chair or yourself. And again. And we're trying not to let these shoulders lift up, keep them down. Even if your circles are more to the side, that doesn't matter. It's quite a slow move, it's heavy to pull the weights this far. Another 4 in this direction and we're changing. And 3. Whoops. It's me banging my side. 2. 1. Let's don't do what I did. Slightly. Let's do those forward circles this time. So go behind and coming forward. 1. Lovely. 4 more. 1 more. Oh, that is tough with those weights. By all means, lose your weights at any time. Have a little roll of the shoulders. So now we're going to turn sideways. You can see what I'm doing. Just going to lean forward on the chair. So I'm leaning on my legs and we're going to be taking the arms back like that. Tricep extension. Make sure you've got room, you can lean forward. You can take yourself back on the chair, however is comfortable for you. So your legs give a little bit of support. Pull the arms up in a row, tuck in the chin and extend. And lengthen, extend. So the elbows are staying exactly where they are. It's just this arm is bending. Again, lengthen the neck. And we lean forwards. We want to try and avoid looking up. You can hear me, otherwise you're going to hurt your neck. So look down. Squeeze that tummy, lengthen and bend. Shoulders away from the ears. Let's do another 8. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Similar exercise, we're going to do a row. Flip that way for a second. So we arms are down, pull up. Arms are down, pull up. And ready. Squeeze, find your position, shoulders back. Here we go. And squeeze. And lower. And squeeze. Lovely. Again, long neck. Squeeze the tummy. Let's do another 8 here. Lovely stuff. Good position, everyone. Well done. So remember, your chin is tucked in, but your head is not dropped. So don't be totally collapsed on your legs. You're just leaning on them slightly. We're trying to have a long, extended back. Lovely, and release. Okay, we're going to do some bicep curls sitting up. So again, not leaning on the chair, come forward a bit. Elbows in. We're going to bicep curls the opposite shoulder. Lovely, so squeeze across. Don't worry if they're not touching the shoulder, you haven't got to whack the arm up, it's just taking it in that diagonal movement. Kind of bicep to bra strap, I suppose. Don't lock the arms on the way down. You see I'm keeping some tension in them, I'm not letting it collapse down. Pull up tall, squeeze, and lower again, squeeze across. Feel the arm, the muscle that you're working, so really think of this one, squeezing as the arm comes across, squeeze. Visualise that muscle working. We've got another 8 here, 8, 7, 6, 5, feel it now, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, release, well done. Put those weights, put them on your knees, make sure you're not going to let them drop on your feet. Just shake it out for a second, good. So I want to do that set again before we move on. So we'll do less reps. What are we in now? It's only 8:40, that's fine. So we're going to start again with our V to the W. Then we've got the bicep curl, yeah, we'll run through it. Okay, so starting off, arms up in a V shape, up and squeeze, up and squeeze, lovely. Palms facing each other, squeeze, squeeze the elbows down, shoulders down, squeeze tummy. 4 more, 3, 2, we're going to go straight into the bicep curl section. So the arms are here, bicep curl, open, reach, close at the top. Open, bicep curl, open, close. Shoulders down, lovely. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go straight into that punching. Shoulders back, punch, punch, punch. Again, don't chuck it so the shoulders stay back. Just reach it, bring it back. Reach it, bring it back. Another 8 or doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got those arm circles, palms facing each other, arms by your side. Make sure you've got room. Gently, here we go. Do 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's reverse. 1. Oh, that's tough on that reverse. Squeeze the tummy, fingers the posture. 2. 2 more. 1 more. Lovely, release. We have got bending forward and we're doing our tricep extensions. So bend forward, long neck, extend, in, extend. Keep those elbows up. Two more, then we're going to do a row. So that basically means down, pull back, down, pull back. Same thing, long neck, squeeze the tummy, so do not totally rest down here. You've got to have your back held a little bit, so you're working those back muscles. 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, bicep curl to opposite shoulder. Cross, and in, and cross, and down, lovely. Pick that posture, squeeze the tummy. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely, well done. Release those arms. So just one more thing I want to do, and this time I am going to lean back on the chair a little bit. think you're like lying on a workbench in the gym a little bit. And we're going to do a press and a fly, which basically, still squeeze your tummy and have a strong back. We're going to press, fly, in and down. Chest press, fly, in, squeeze that tummy. And if you're feeling any sort of pain, back or shoulders, just take the weights away. Also, your chair might not be that comfortable if it's rigged like mine is. So not too many more of these. 3 more. Reach. Open. Squeeze tummy and hold it tight. Let's do one more. Well done. Let's put these weights aside gently. Going to do some little stretches on the chair before we take it to the floor. Roll the shoulders. So again, I'm not leaning on the back of the chair. I've got space. Hands together, stretch around the upper back. Pull the hands towards me, chin down. Pull that tummy in. Dipping the chin to the chest. You're really pulling those hands to stretch those shoulders. Lovely. Just to add on to that, I'm going to switch sideways a little bit so that we're going to open up the shoulders and stretch the back at the same time. So we're going to stretch up, pull back. So chest stretch into a back stretch. Stretch up and back. And again, if you're working at a desk all day, just pop these exercises in any time of day, these stretches. 2 more. Really stretch that back, try and get those arms up. 1 more. Then another one to do. Just going to get a little twist with the spine. Reach the arms up, twist, hands down, reach and back. Back to centre, up, twist. And again. So when you get those arms up, try and get them near the ears. So we're trying to reach, rotate and hold the twist. Back to centre. What I want to do is reach down to the floor. Can you put your hand on the floor? You might need to open your knees a bit. Can you put one hand on the floor and open the other one up? If you can't, don't worry about reaching the floor, and you can always have your hand to temple. If you can't get that far, you can always just be here. If you can reach, up. If your neck's hurting, just let your gaze come down, but keep stretching the arm. Try and get that shoulder away from the ears. Let's switch. Again, this hand's just for sort of stability. And I'm pushing against his leg so I can really open up this shoulder. Once more each side. So again, use the hand against the leg to push so you can really rotate the chest. You're opening up the chest, opening up the shoulder. Last time on the side. Oh, that's lovely. Release, good stuff. So I'm going to use my chair now. I want to do some tricep dips, but not deep ones. I do find you can impinge your shoulder, which is not what we want to do. So just a little bit gently. So whether you're on your sofa, a bench, anything you can get your hands on, if you're on a chair, you're going to have to scoot yourself forward so you can grab the corners of the chair. The legs are going to be bent, and just lift yourself up. And it's a small one. You really want to make sure those elbows are going back. If you go too low, you can see what my shoulders do. I just don't think it's good for the shoulders. So small and lift. Small squeeze the tummy, lift. And it's these tricep muscles we're working. You can see them. Squeeze. Let's do 8 more. Down, lift. Last 4. Last 2. Last 1. Lovely stuff. Well done. Bring yourself in. Good. I'm going to switch it round. I'm going to kneel on a mat, but if you're on carpet, you'll probably be fine. Now, you can only, if you're on a chair, you're only going to be able to do a tricep push-up because you haven't got the space. So you could do this as a standing one if you had a bench like we did last week, if you want to do wide, or you could do it on a wall as well, or a windowsill, anything that works. But if you want to try and do it on the floor, only if you really can't manage the tricep push-up, so your arms are going to be like that. Because you need to be able to have enough space where you can just have an angle. Push here. That's it, mindful your chair might move about. And we come in, push back. I'm going to just adjust my camera angles. Now we're on the okay, so make sure your chair's not going to slide like mine has. As long as it's got its place, it'll be fine. So we want to be tucked in, so we're not going to be doing it like that. We've got to move the hips forward. So hands wherever they can be, elbows in, hands slowly in and back. So be careful, your back isn't doing this. So tuck under, come a bit closer if you need to. And you're just bending in. And you push away. Don't lock your arms and keep your chin tucked in. You don't want to be here. Tuck it in. And again, if you just go here, that's fine. If you can't get all the way down, my feet tend to come up behind me. I find that's a bit kinder on my knees. So just wherever they're going to go. And if it's too much, you can always forget this and just come down to the floor or use the wall. Let's do another 8, and we're going to come to the floor. 7, 6, breathe in, breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2. It really works those biceps. And 1. Sit back, let your arms stay on the chair. It's going to give us a really nice upper back stretch, which we can use for the chair. Same you can probably do if you're on a sofa or on a wall. So take your hands and link them behind your head and have your elbows on the edge. And you can just, as long as you've got space for your head, you can push your back down and release. And you can release. So you might find being on your knees is it preferable. You've got more room with your body, but it's this upper back we're stretching. You're dropping your chest, your shoulders are up. It's kind of like a down dog, but you've got no pressure on the wrists. And you just stretch and release a few times and then hold. Lovely. There's a nice stretch in that upper back and those shoulders. So just want to finish, I'm going to move my chair now, with a couple of standard push-ups with just normal wide hands. Making sure your hands, again, are not here or here. There's got to be so your head's in like an arrow shape. So it's almost as if, the good rule of thumb is if you lie down and you wanted to get up again, that is where your push-up position should be. So you can bring yourself up, that's where you want to be. Obviously a box position is a bit easier, but try and avoid this. We're not praying, you've got to have the weight forward. So if you have your knees back, it helps put the weight in. Okay, let's just do 8, nice and slow, down. So think of those hands strongly into the floor. Your middle finger facing forward. Try and imagine you're pulling a piece of paper apart, engage those shoulders. Your neck is long, tummy tight. Just squeeze the knee, squeeze the bum. One more. Two more. You can see I'm not even doing very low ones. My arms are tired, we've done all that stuff. Let's sit back, stretch those arms. Lovely. Let's have a stretch. Take this hand, put it through by the knee, lean into the shoulder, rest the head. Hold it there. I'm going to put some more relaxing music on while we cool down. Quite a lot of work, so I do want to stretch. Oh. So in that stretch you're in, if you're comfortable, you could look up, you could take the arm up. Again, see how your neck and shoulders feel. There we go. Let's switch sides. So putting the arm through, diagonal down against that knee. And then if you're comfortable, reach up the arm. Again, don't let the shoulder drop. Stretch up. Release. Come into here. Let's take the hands behind the back. Stretch the shoulders back. You can, if you're comfortable, lean forward into that, and then gravity pulls those arms down. Release, lovely. Let's come to a gentle, comfortable sitting position. Little stretch of our triceps. So one arm up, just stretch it back. Lovely. Whew. Breathing in and out. Well done, ladies. Let's change sides. Let's take one hand down, reach up, stretching. So we're stretching the waist as well. And into that shoulder. You can look up to the eye of the elbow. Keep your bottom on the floor. And you can rotate that hand, head down. And then coming up, let's take the head over. This hand, you can just pop under the bottom to increase that stretch. A little stretch in the neck to release any tension. Rotate down, gentle pressure with the fingers. Let's release. Let's change sides. So reach up, stretch. Really feel your reach into the corners, giving that shoulder a nice stretch. Stretched out the shoulders, the tricep, the chest and the back. And the neck. Take this hand, gently lengthen hand just underneath. Give a little stretch, breathe. Rotate. Again, another one you can sit and do at your desk. These sort of nice little neck stretches or side bends or reaches over. Really good just to relieve your spine a little bit. Let's have one more back stretch. I've started to sit on one of those big stability balls instead of having a chair. So I think that's a good thing. It makes you get up more often, I think, because you're sat on it and you sort of get up. Whereas if you sat on a chair, reach up, it's a bit easy to sit on it all day. If you're on a ball, you tend to get up and go and do things. One more release. Let's breathe in. And out. And in. And out and back.